Good evening. My name is Christian Blair, and I am a member of the Kennedy Center's Youth Council. I am pleased to welcome you on behalf of the council to our performance, The Colors of Our Year. The KC Youth Council is a group of 30 young artistic leaders in local high schools and colleges. We are practitioners and activists from DC metropolitan area. We are committed to uplifting the power of the arts for youth. The colors of our year reflects the year in adversity, perseverance, and resiliency, not only experienced by us as council members, but for youth around the world. Tonight's program features young artists including 4 members of the Words, Beats, and Life DMV Slam team and Vibe, 5 members of Duke Ellington School of the Arts instrumental music program. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy tonight's performance.
I'm gonna just raise it like this. Hi everyone, my name is Sani. This piece is titled Apology Letter to My Body and Anyone Else Whose Love Has Been Constant. Finding my way back to myself has been like clawing in the dark and validating, has only been me shouting I am to my anxieties, and I found that not operating on mute takes more than an affirmation, takes a conjuring of bones to dance in divine order and claiming my place. It's been like a fight of swords, of deciphering between hands that want to choke out my voice and those that only want to hold my own, and it's been too long before I learned the difference, so I'm sorry I haven't been showing up. Sorry I've been undermining all the ways you've only wanted to help me heal, turn my body into a crimson-lined canvas just to map out the hurt in a way that I can trace. Sorry that I've been spending more time than I can justify, staring into cracked mirrors, refracted images that never gave me honestly. Not sure why I sat and listened for this long, but actually, I've just been accustomed to fogginess, to drowning, to shadow side toxic, to looking for something to wear on my skin that feels worthy enough to cover up all this inadequate. Sorry about all the poison I allowed to occupy a body that only wants to do everything it can to keep me alive, denied its ability to perform alchemy, to get me to wake up being the exact same person feels a bit like magic. I know that you are a magician, to take this bone and this blood and this hurt, have it hold itself like a home, present its face like a girl, to whisper a death wish, to hold it close like a small hope, speak it softly so that it can grow wings, reach my angels like maybe they'll find it okay to persuade God and tell her it's time I come home to my body. I'm sorry, because all you've ever offered me was wholeness. Whole is all I could ever be, even when everything screams broken. Sorry that I didn't call the depression by its name each time I felt it, buried it under tiredness and wish-aways and too many excuses. Sorry I haven't been showing up, been more shadow than girl, been creeping around these walls like a ghost or a spirit that only has eyes and no motive. Been too many things I don't recognize, and it's not to say that the battle is over, but an explanation for the way that I seem to keep shrinking. The first time you may hear this is in this poem, so I'm sorry that I can only give you a poem apology. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Deja Epps, and the title of my poem is Proverbs 31. My mama never needed jewels or pearls to bling. Her smile, despite my disobedience at times, shined like the sun, growing the knowledge of what unconditional love is within me. Even when a man did her harm, she has forever all my life been good to me. She saw what he gave her to be gifts, heaven sent wrapped in pretty bows, my fondest memories of her embroidering my God-given glory with barrettes by those willing hands of a mother. Always reaping but never expecting to sew them hair clips or anything back from her toddlers. Even through the shifts and brokenness, the toss and turns of her spirit battling with hurt, still in her home, she always managed to make it more than work. Daily, her fingers woven together to make that blanket of nurture, just to go further and plant the flax seed of self-love. Self-love has always been God's love. Even when that man did her harm, she never harmed me. Under her direction, we kept the faith, being faithful of the signs of the white turtle dove. She clothed my mind in scarlet. Even though that man did her harm, she protected me. Being faithful of those signs, the white turtle dove. Self-love is knowing that charm is never to always be believed, that a nice smile is never exempt to be a red flag of deceit. Self-love was her keeping my lamp lit. She has always been honest and real, but never convinced me that the paternal part of me was less than what she had passed on. When that man closed his ears, she bellowed out on her knees to the Lord. My mom, the connection between the destruction of man and the Son of Man, Christ, taught me that even when my father wasn't what at times I thought he should be, Dad was still love. Dad is my origin, and he still has my God's breath in his lungs. Divine creatures men are, that they are the first image of our Maker. Yet the enemy perverts their integrity, their desires becoming unrecognizable to their God-given purpose and intended nature. She clothed my mind in scarlet. Forgiveness and humility may not have always been easy for her, no. But she didn't let me wallow and ride along with it, even though she always loves watching good times. It was her Bible that taught her to walk above the water. She may not have had her daughter's father protecting the gates of her dignity, but her prayers walked us mightily through snowstorms. Wise is she to teach me that life's blizzards were to be walked without a blindfold black box. With God's wisdom and peace, I could outsmart the battle with patience. Blessed is my mom, blessed be my dad, that the fruit of their hands produce the kind of self-love that has me rooted in all things that strengthen a woman under the will of God's plan. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name's Jamie, and I have 2 poems for you today. The first one is called Blasphemous Prayer. The Ukrainian language does not have a word for boundaries. You can see it in the landscape, how weary bones of concrete buildings lean on each other, tired and codependent. Whenever you try to build something new in Ukraine, it just makes all the old things look worse in comparison. The Ukrainian language does not have a word for appreciate. My grandma calls me and asks me if I'm growing out my hair yet. Please, can you be pretty again? In response, I follow my mother tongue. I follow the quiet language of pain my mother instilled in me, how she taught me to hurt quietly, religiously. Her anger was a church glass window through which I saw the world, through which sunlight streamed in to caress my face. Her anger was the only way I experienced love. When she was angry, God was angry, and I was scared. I cannot see my own anger without seeing her face. I carry it with me, and I put it on when I go to church, to study the holy and fine art of self-destruction. Hers is the face I wear to pray. Dear God, tell me your face looks nothing like my mother's, so I may know I have not spent my life worshiping fear. Dear God, do not tell me I am holy. I do not wish to be a saint in the religion of self-destruction. Dear God, do not let my sadness be a metaphor or the root of my divinity. Dear God, please, never let me be pretty again. I am sorry, grandmother. I am sorry, mother. I am sorry, God. I will not be the saint or the martyr. I will not be pretty, and I will not be a garden. I will not be known by you, and someday I will not even be sorry. I pray to different gods now, and I show my face. Thank you. And here's my second poem. It's called Worm Parade, or How I Imagine My Reincarnation. Someday I will laugh my last laugh, paint my last painting, smile my last smile, and not even know it. After that, I will use the coins you put on my eyes to buy a Gucci belt. I'll be reincarnated as a worm, and I hope some kid dips me in paint, lets me wiggle around a bit, 'cause I didn't really get to wiggle much in this life. I'll paint that kid a treasure map, only for him to find out that the real treasure is the worms we made along the way. The kid will kill me out of anger because this world does not value worms as currency. The child shall grow old and die, and I will watch my worm friends feast on him in my ghostly form. The grief will kill me once more, and I'll come back again as a bird. My best friend is a butterfly, and we wreak havoc upon the world. The butterfly causes hurricanes with its little wings, and I signal them. My songs are a war cry telling people to fuck off. There is a hurricane coming, but nobody listens because this world does not value bird cries as currency. One day the army will track down my beautiful butterfly friend, and hurricanes will be no more. They will wrap his body in tomorrow's newspaper and crush his wings between their teeth. And as I look up at the sky that night, there will be half as many stars in the sky, twinkling at me through my tears. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Yanina, Chicas, and today I'll be performing two poems, one entitled Identity and the other one entitled Español. Hola, ¿qué tal? Now, why are we speaking Spanish to them? What are you fakingly trying to prove? Soy orgullosamente salvadoreña. That birth certificate doesn't say that though. De Morazán soy. We have found the imposter. Mi corazón palpita y mi corazón siente el ritmo de las canciones de la Sonora Dinamita. Sure, you're missing a couple of steps. Why are we fighting with each other? Why are you lying to them? Okay, let's try this again. I speak English very well. Ja, en serio, ese acento se te sale. I am American. You sure? Tu cara parece cara de pupusa y eres bien salvadoreña. I love America. Ellos te odian cada paso que tú tomas. Cada paso que tú tomas están listos para reírse de tu intento. What do you want me to say? Tú no eres de aquí. You are not from here. You're not from there. Tú no eres de allá. Where am I from? Why am I a foreigner in my homes? When will I get to be the perfect fit? When will I get to be me? I am español. Uno de los idiomas más hablados del mundo. El idioma que me ayuda a comunicarme con la gente de 33 países. Pero ¿por qué tanto odio hacia el español? Todo suena más poderoso con el español. Hasta los regaños de nuestros parientes. Hija, tu madre lava esos trastes. O las críticas de las tías. ¿Y cuándo vas a adelgazar, hija? Son más dolorosos que 1000 disparos al corazón. You hear that spice? In Spanish, that spice it took away from my tribe's language, español. Uno de los idiomas más universal que mi gente ni siquiera quería hablar. Spaniards, yes, you, the colonizers, my lovely country. You hate me for the way I speak your language, but strip me from my native tongue, and I better not try to speak Spanish in America, because they'll tell me to speak English, but they seem to forget that they stripped this country from their native tongues. You see, I get to thinking on how you embarked into a country and managed to discover it and make up stupid ideologies about our beautiful native women, the ones you seem to have adored for the radiant caramel skin, raped them and committed a deadly sin, ignored their cries to stop and left them in their own chagrin. And adding on to that, you make us think we have to fix the mix you created. You make me so frustrated, make my India come out, make our little curse words come out. Yes, the ones that sound better. Yes, the ones that made my emotional shell harder. Yes, the ones that hit harder than the chancla my mamita throws. Spaniards, yes, you, the ones who hate me for the way we made your language sound way better. Call it a remix. Y aunque mi historia ha sido dañada, and even if my history has been hurt, damaged, you did not manage to erase the beauty and the built-in strength of my ancestors' skin. And as their kin, we ain't only gonna claim the Spanish. Remember, the tribe's heart lives within y va a seguir palpitando sin importar lo que nos dicen. And so where am I from? I'm Salvi, American. I will not be invalidated. I am not a foreigner in my homes. I am and forever will be mestiza, trigueña, salvadoreña. Thank you.
Wait, are we done? We have one more act. One more.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. If I didn't define myself for myself, I'd be crunched into other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. Audre Lorde.
I observe her as she wakes up, never fails to fall straight to her knees and start praying to God.
I cling to them. I am breathing into their skin.
Her bed is full of memories and bad decisions from the night before, regrettably drags her feet to the shower to wash away her guilt, wondering,
Do you hear me now, God?
I'm a figure superimposed, born in the dark and been sticking to the sidewalk ever since, and since the day I dissolved into the sky on the sidewalk. I find gum mixed into grafts of my skin.
She dresses herself in forced smiles and jokes as a coping mechanism, walks in faith but thinks,
But God. My job is to lay witness to their existence. I am the sole constant outside of their own skin.
runs often because every day is leg day when running from your problems.
As I run, we live in fear of being crowned because of our bodies. I'm always behind her because she is my armor. But I forget to protect the owner of my body.
I know the flat silence of their body. Some days we are all too familiar, so I've memorized the place where my phantom meets their skin.
My body sinks as we become in sync. I can feel what he says, but can't say what I feel. Fear cripples through her skin. Love turned into fear of our own body.
His breath reeked of lust he claimed was compassion.
He touched them on the sidewalk, and it seems ever since they've been trying to scrub him out of their skin.
Your body that I convinced myself I loved did not love me back.
Wondering which part I gave you this time, and if I can manage yet again to love without ever getting it back.
Treated me more whorehouse than sanctuary. What are they worshiping, God?
I want us to feel godly. But how can we feel like that when we can't appreciate the godly of our own body? The woman I follow can't stand the love she receives for the one thing we hate, the thing that attracts the men because we are art, an abstract body.
If this body is not fulfilling a void for you, then it is non-existent.
Shadow is letting you call me girl so I have an easier space to fit in between your teeth on the sidewalk. I'm only teeth and breathing, blood and smile wrapped in skin.
The shadow who no one values, the one she wishes to part ways with and tells me to say my last farewell to her body.
Perhaps what is a shadow without a body?
When I try to take up space instead, I find myself seen by ghosts, sinking into the corners. So I found a way to make the plaster walls a second skin.
I find it crazy how before you know me as somebody, I'm just somebody.
Hi, hope you guys enjoyed that wonderful show. On behalf of the Youth Council, I'd like to thank our artists for tonight's outstanding program and welcome each back on stage. Please give a warm round of applause to these excellent artists. Sani Si Se, who is also a member of the KC Youth Council, Jamie V, Deja Epps, Yanina Chicas, our musicians. On trumpet, Loren Littlejohn, who is also a member of the KC Youth Council. On tenor saxophone, Jackson Grant. On guitar, Jack Bobley. On drums, Jabulani Clay. On bass, Lycio Littlejohn. Last but not least, we would like to thank our behind-the-scenes Youth Council lead for this program, Eli Au, who served as director and producer for the event, dedicating his creative input and working alongside respectfully with each of the artists on stage to curate tonight's program. Thank you, Eli. Thank you for being with us this evening, and we hope that you'll stay and enjoy the program by the String Queens, which will be starting after a short break.
I'm Ruby, and I'm with the Youth Council, and I am so happy to announce our last and our final performers for the night, the String Queens. So give it up.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Y'all got to give us more energy than that. We said good afternoon. How's everybody feeling? Let me tell you something. We're outside. How about, can we just cheer because we're outside? Mask free, safe, all that good stuff. Hey, y'all, we are the String Queens, and we are just so happy to be back at the Kennedy Center, back at Millennium Stage, back on the stage. This is actually our first performance with a live audience since March of 2020. So to all of the artists out there who have kind of been in the house or you've been doing the virtual thing, like shout out to you, all the young artists who performed today. Shout out to, can we give it up for all the young people who performed today? Expressing their art, talking about how they felt about COVID and how they felt about virtual school and using their art to really tell a story. So I am Kendall Isidore on violin. To my left is Elise Sharp on cello. And to my far left is Mrs. Dawn Johnson on viola. And obviously we're gonna play some music for you today, but we're also celebrating today because we are like at the end of the school year. We are full-time teachers, y'all. Shout out to the teachers in the audience who are wrapping up the school year and the students. So look, y'all, we're gonna do just some music that makes you feel good. We're gonna do a little classical, a little jazz, a little R&B, a little pop, a little Mary J. Blige, a little Aretha Franklin, a little Earth, Wind, and Fire, all the good stuff, y'all. But I guess we'll get them started. Let's take them back to our roots. We're gonna take you back to some classical with Pachelbel. You've probably heard this tune, Canon in D, at a wedding or at some special occasion. But I promise you, if you've never heard the String Queens, you probably haven't heard Canon this way. We hope you enjoy. just so you know, this is not your average concert. Like, get up. You have a whole dance floor. Look behind you. Oh, yeah. So whenever you feel it, just say excuse me to the person behind you and keep it moving, all right? You don't have to sit quietly. We'll get them dancing with this one. Here we go. Miss Miami, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's do it. One.
Take it to that.
1, 2. So something special about the String Queens. First of all, how many people here today, this is your first time hearing the String Queens ever? Like you've never heard of the String Queens? Wow, awesome, awesome. Now let's switch gears. Who in here, you've heard of the String Queens, you've been to a show, you have the albums, yeah. Awesome, awesome. It's always good to be amongst family. Well, we're gonna keep the show going. I think it's time for a little, hey, Lisa's gonna set it up for us. Let's see if you can figure out what song this is.
Shout it out when you know it. Anybody know it yet? Okay. Close. There you go.
So this next song, if you haven't gotten a chance to check out our first two EPs, we have our debut EP that's self-titled called The String Queens, and then we released a holiday album in the midst of a pandemic. We're so grateful that we were able to, because of the help of people like you, people who just said, you know what, we love the String Queens, they're people just like us, and we want to help them. Y'all, that we were able to do a holiday album in a pandemic just because people like you, just people who are kind, who just wanted to make sure that music persisted through such a tough time. And so during the pandemic, we were grateful to receive an award from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra called the Aspire Award, just for being music teachers and just for playing music, y'all. And so the song that we played to receive that award is called Spain, Chick Corea, Spain. And so we hope you enjoy.
little warm.
Any Sound of Music fans out here today? Sound of Music? All right. Well, I think you'll recognize this next one. This is My Favorite Things, written by Rodgers and Hammerstein. And we actually recorded this for our holiday album in December that we released. And like Kendall said earlier, the entire album was financed through a GoFundMe campaign from everyday people just like all of you. And so we're so grateful for all of your support so that we're able to continue making music despite the unfortunate circumstances that we're all living right now. So without further ado, everybody, this is My Favorite Things.
Can we just get some snaps out there? Let's just set the vibe, set the mood. Yeah, play Elise. As we start this song, it's called Stay With Me. Now, the original songwriter had the song be about whatever the song is about, but you know, this has been a season of unprecedented events where we've lost some people, right? Like we thought we would go away for 2 weeks, and it turns out to be a year and 3 months. So just as you hum this song, as you snap, as you sing it, just think about those special people who are still here with you, right? Your friends, your family, right? Your students. And just hold on tight to those people. It's all about connection, y'all. Here, stay with me.
And so we're just so grateful that you guys have come out and you're spending time with us this evening. As Kendall said earlier, this is our first live performance with a real live audience with real people in over 1 year. And so it's just such a blessing to look out and just see the smiles on your faces and hear your applause and feel your energy. And we don't take any of it lightly. Because we all know that for some people it's gone very differently than from being here right now. And so we just want to just remember everyone who we've lost over the past year. We just want to say thank you and just show our gratitude to all of you because you're here right now and you don't have to be here. And so we don't take that for granted. And we're just so grateful and so blessed to be here with all of you this evening. And we are going to continue on with our show now. Any Beatles fans out here?
The Beatles.
Any Beatles fans? All right. So we are now going to move, well, should I tell them the title or?
You can tell them.
All right, we're now going to move into our arrangement of Eleanor Rigby. This is Concerto in A, this is called Tuning.
good songs. We never know what we want to play in the moment. You make a plan for a set list, and you're like, oh, I feel like playing that.
That's exactly what happens.
Oh, you like, who likes the 90s medley? All right. We're first going to pay tribute to the Queen of Soul. Any Aretha Franklin fans out there?
Love it.
Riri, that's right.
So do we have any young performers who are in the audience this evening? If you sing or dance or act or play an instrument, are there any young people in the audience who do? Oh, I see one in the back. I see one in the back. Nice. I see a couple of young people in the back, but we hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh, nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We have 2 students up front. And so we just want to make sure that we're giving you all a message this evening to be encouraged, keep practicing. We wouldn't be here today sitting here in front of you all as the string queens if we gave up at some point in our journey. And it's not to say that the journey is going to be easy, but to all of the young people out there, if you just continue to show grit and persist in the face of adversity, the world is yours and you can do anything you set your mind to, all right?
All right. Yeah, let's hit it. Sugar.
All right.
How did you guys like the cicadas this summer or this spring? It was good, right? No. That's a new song, the cicadas. Right. What is this? All right.
Should we go 90s?
Let's do 90s.
It's a little 90s medley. Any Anita Baker fans out there? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mary Blige.
Little Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill. All right, so y'all gotta make sure you sing with us. When you hear the song, it's almost like a DJ plays and you hear a little transition to the next song. So when you hear a song you know, start singing, y'all. No problem.
You ready? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, y'all. fun to play that tune.
Thank you, everybody.
It's time for us to go home.
But we are going to leave you with one last song, one song that we like to say started off the String Queens, man. Some people already know what song this is, right? Back when Instagram only let you have a 15-second video, the String Queens, nobody knew who we were. We just had a friend of ours in his basement made a video with us, and it was really that video that really has us in front of you today. So we just thank God and we thank you. Here's Isn't She Lovely?